bro.
My guy
Yo, yo,
is
yo. What's good, bro?
good, bro. Actually, I'm happy to be here with you.
Same, bro. I haven't seen you in so long, bro. It's been a minute, except for online. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How's everything? No, I see you living it up over there, man. The weather nice where you at right now.
Yeah, super nice. I'm actually out here kicking off Bagatelle. Is the French restaurant and club brand. So they're opening up out here in Tulum, and I'm pretty much doing a lot of the work with the marketing and setting up the design of the beach. So
Fire, bro. I didn't
yeah,
even know you was working with Loom right now. That's actually a great app. I'm actually on it too, but I'm trying to get more artists in tune with it.
with who?
With Loom, you mentioned Loom, right?
I'm in Tulum right now, which is a city in Mexico.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the app. There's an app called Loom.
Yeah, put me on.
Yeah, I'm about to send it to you. Like it's literally like you can artists can upload their music onto it, but it's also kind of like Twitter, SoundCloud, everything in one. You like artists, other people can interact with the artist's music and repost it and comment and give it gifts. It's pretty lit.
Oh wow,
Neo
pretty cool.
Neo actually Neo just what's the word? Like co-signed it.
Invested, or
Say it again.
did he invest money or just co-signed it?
As far as I know, it's just a co-sign, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did, you know.
Yeah. Usually I like test people like where they put their money.
Right, right, right. You got to. You got
You
to.
might even got a check for that co-sign. Who knows?
Right. You know how that goes. But nah, I wanted to really like tap into your creator's journey, you know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause we went to school together, so like we came a long way just studying advertising, public relations, and now we're both in positions where we can like, do some pretty big things. But you doing real big things, bro. So I definitely want to get in tune and just tap into like how you started and to where you at now, you know what I'm saying? From Lavita Gold to now.
Yeah, yeah, so let me so Lavita Gold, was a concept that came from the struggle of the artist, right? So I started out as a musician, um, writing poetry and writing music, and then me, like millions of other artists as well, just felt like I lacked a support system.
Mm,
And I finally started realizing why I lacked the support system that Gunna didn't lack, that Young Thug didn't lack, that Sway Lee didn't lack. And it was that they were pretty much a part of their community for a long
mm,
time. So one of the things that didn't help me out in building that core fan base was that I was always moving due to financial instability in my family. I had a small family, just be my mom and my sister. So every time she had something going on with her job or things like that, I would move to a new neighborhood.
hmm.
It could go in a because I was able to experience different cultures and different areas, which allowed me to be this diverse. And but it also disconnected me from building that solid foundation.
Right,
So
because you're always moving.
yeah, so I basically, after a time of like hustle and bustling in college, I basically started working with apps and technology because I knew that that's basically where the world was going. But I missed the mark for MySpace, missed the mark for Facebook, missed the mark for Instagram. So I started attracting people who were building apps, and
My man.
I worked with this app that is a deal investment firm. I still have them as a client now, but they're basically putting together businesses and angel investors in one platform and allowing
Mm,
them to communicate, being able to invest in deals and things like that. And then that owner of the app believed in me so much that he took me in, got me an apartment in the Lower East Side, and then introduced me to the nightlife, which was a component since he knew that I wanted to be a part of the music. He positioned me to work for one of the clubs that he was a partner with. And
fire. Which one?
that, the first club that I ever got into was called Finale, and then I went to number 8, and then I worked at One Oak, Up and Down, Catch. So I basically
Classic.
had a whole ecosystem of taking Instagram models to these clubs, these venues for image, right? And that was how I was lining up my pockets, like making money, right? Because people people think like, oh, you know, I'm a creative, this and that, but you know, we have to pay the bills. And the more adamant
Facts.
about how to make money and how to turn to a sale or making or getting the investment, the faster we could get to the end goal that we want, right?
100%.
So so he got me the deals. You know, I could tell you the story behind like I was getting the apartments, getting co-signers to help me sign because my credit wasn't hard. And you know, I finally got the apartment where the models will live in it for free, but in exchange for their rent, they will go out with me 3 to 4 nights a week, and then the clubs will pay me $1,000 per night. So that's basically how I started making money, and that's when you see me in college with like all the fly clothes, you know,
Word.
so I was already kicking off that lifestyle, and then I basically hit a glass ceiling because everyone would like the weekend, French Montana, they would all just hit me up for girls. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
I'm way much more than this.
They was like, yo, he the plug. He gonna bring them all.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And it was just kind of like a, it wasn't much of an like it wasn't fulfilling for me anymore to be that guy
Word.
for girls.
Because you
So
have so much more to offer.
so much more to offer. And, you know, I basically decided to leave that nightlife scene and create Lavita Gold, which was a support system for artists. Because I felt like I was already detaching myself from the issues that my community is having, right? Like, basically, I had the models, I had the cheat code. So it was like
Hmm.
I elevated really fast to the artists and the celebrities, but I still wasn't really being impactful for the people who really needed me.
Mm.
So I put my first party was at Webster Hall, with a few partners in the basement, and you know that went well. We sold out. I had Dylan St. John there, me. I had King Gauls. I had Madonna's Berlin, all up and coming artists.
How
We
long ago was this?
This was 5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
2015. Word.
2015, 2016 actually.
2016.
2016, yeah, 2016. So right after we graduated, another thing I forgot to mention is I started working at Range Rover in the
Mm.
print and the digital side, where I was communicating internally with the company and then deploying the Range Rover Velar campaign that came out in 2018. So I decided not to
Going
work.
crazy.
Yeah, I didn't want to work at an office, just because you already know I had the entrepreneurial spirit.
Right. You gotta
So
be outside.
gotta be outside. You know, Lavita Gold, you know, kicked off, and then I basically got tired of doing it at one place, and then I just started popping up in different venues and then different countries.
Hmm.
So that, you know, that was it. I basically got enough artists, you know, from all over the world, DJs, and created this ecosystem for them to find their team, because it wasn't just much about exposure. It was really about the internal stuff that was happening. And
Right.
um
A lot
and
of
it was,
people, I mean to cut you off, but a lot of people always see like the final product, but they don't know how much work is done in the back end to get to that point. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I feel that.
So then I decided to, after that, you know, I realized, hey, these artists, they need help in creating their teams, whether it's creating their content, creating their strategy, having the right resources to get from one point to another,
Hmm.
and really like having those conversations instead of just like, yo, I want to perform, I want to be lit, because you know, you get that one show, that's one moment, you know what I mean, and it's about
Facts.
how to create that moment to live outside of that day.
Right.
That's how you continue to follow up with people,
Keep that momentum going.
because it's expensive to create so many moments. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a fact.
so I basically started chiming in onto the strategy and having conversations. So I had a lot of shows all over the world and in New York, LA, and then I honed down to just work with a minimal close network of artists. And I started managing Young Paris with Rock Nation, Messia with Atlantic Records. Not fully managing Messia, but I was on the strategy side of the image consulting.
Hmm.
Basically, for every artist, I can add a different value depending on what team they have already built.
Right.
And you know, it takes a smart, you know, person to kind of like see where you can fit in and then being able to present that value, because every artist is different at a different stage.
Hmm.
So I started doing that, and then COVID hit. So there was no tours, there was no
Super
show.
slow for everything.
So basically, all the money I've had accumulated, I invested into properties, and now I have two
Smart.
in LA, where one of them has two music studios, and the other one is I'm building the music studio now. And I basically bring in all the top artists. I either give them the house for free, or their label pays for it, and now that's the business. And now I actually have the house rented till February, so I'm pretty much traveling to different countries to figure out what businesses to set up there, so that I can take the experience from LA, from New York, and opening up all over the world. Because
Hmm.
artists get bored. That's another thing. We're human, so once they go to one house, they want to start experiencing other things.
Right. Want to switch it up.
Having access to that, to the whole world with the views and the music, and that's what I'm up to now, bro.
You going crazy, bro, for real. Like, I mean, I was looking the other day. I was like, I saw you was tuned in with Gunna. You was giving them the watches. You gotta even talk about all of that too. But before we even get there, what is the I guess the concept behind Lavita Gold? Like, where'd the name come from?
So the name came from an inspiration of Goldfinger, which is the application that gave me the chance to get into the clubs.
Mm.
Like, there's a
Shout
sub.
out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. I'm actually with the owner right here, and we just got a meeting with this person who owns three yachts here in Tulum, and I want to create an experience here in Tulum where people go on the yacht, experience the private chef, experience the DJ. So, I gotta cut it a bit short, but my whole thing was my business partner, because it's all about collaboration, right?
Facts.
You have to know who you collaborate with. People got to have more than you, more experience, more money, more access, because if not, then you're just staying stagnant. So
Right.
I figured out a way how to position my journey and add value to people who need it. And it cost me money, bro. It cost me money. I had to pay for flights, to take a chance on this person even taking a meeting with me. I'll
Mm.
tell you one story. The guy who gave me the chance, his name is Tyler Gallagher. He's a millionaire, my business partner now, who gave me the acceptance of investing into his business, and that's how I now got my own second property. He, made me wait 4 hours to come to the meeting, and I missed
Mm.
my flight and I had to rebook my flight because he didn't make it in time. But this is a millionaire, multimillionaire, giving me a chance.
Right.
So these are the types of investments people can't be afraid to make, because if they do, then they're not seeing the opportunity. And it's
Right.
about being a visionary. It's like, instead of spending $500 on a bottle or on some shoes, which you will have to do eventually, you know what I
Right.
mean?
For the flex.
Yeah, you have to, you know what I mean? You have to make yourself feel good, a part of it. So the whole thing the whole thing about it is, I invested in myself to have these calculated moves to meet with the right people. And he could have said no, but I felt so good about myself being able to make that decision, that now I'm here where I'm at,
Hmm.
traveling, making these investments. But if I would have just stayed stagnant, oh, things are not working, this and that, then you will never get opportunities.
Right. That's a fact, bro. Just got to keep it pushing and plant those seeds, and you get the fruits of the labor.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it, bro. I love it, man. I always look up to, I know you're a busy man, but I was like, we had to lock in. And you're actually the first person that I'm interviewing who's actually, not, well, not to say that, because you are an artist as well, but who's just doing a little bit more than just making the music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
And you
kind of
you came a long way, bro.
yeah, I can't refrain from making music right now at this point in my life, because to release music right at this point for me is fun to make it, but I barely even have time to make music because I'm building up these businesses.
You're in so much, yeah. Your hands is like all over the place right now.
Yeah, so it's like, Gunna, he's in the studio every day. Sway Lee, he's in the studio every day. There's nothing else besides the music for them, right? Because
Hmm.
they've been point, they have the fans, they have to continue to create so that they can continue to live the life and the dreams they have. For
Right,
me, my dreams actually changed through different stages of my life, and I'm sure for them too.
right,
And um, but I decided to focus on the experiential side of things. So I want to make sure that I create these embodiments of energy that people can experience, all over the world. So that's my goal, right? I woke up and that was my thing, and I gotta focus on that. So I feel like
Mm,
once I get to having more homes and I have more like more money in the bank, millions of dollars, I feel like I could have some time to create on the yacht, have the studio. You know what I mean? But it's all through stages. I give myself another 2 years because I do got a lot to say, and I just feel like I need to find the right musicians to tell that story with. And
hmm.
the right musicians come, you know, they don't just, you can't just find them, it's like
Right.
a journey that those musicians need your voice, and your voice needs those musicians, and it's a process, that you can't rush.
It's a fact, bro. Can we actually expect any music from you coming anytime soon?
Yeah, dude, I got a few. I'm not gonna mention the names of the people, but everybody I've mentioned here I got music with that I've created.
Fire. That's what
um
I'm talking about.
just about like, like I told you, like I can't necessarily release a song now with somebody so big and I don't have the strategy behind it, right?
Right.
So it's just about me feeling more comfortable with myself and where I want to go, and then putting that out on on that thing. But I'm probably gonna be a signed artist, maybe under YSL, um, or something like that before I even put out music officially.
Smooth. So
Yeah,
you'll be set beforehand. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
yeah,
That's
because
big news.
positioning is everything.
Exactly. And for anybody who's, shout out to everybody that's been tuning in. Anybody who has tuned in, they're getting the exclusive, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
They're getting the exclusive creator's journey.
Lot of followers, but we definitely tuned in with the right people.
Exactly. And that's what it's all about, bro. People who are making moves, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's it, bro. I have one more question. You said you're in Loom right now. Are you gonna be in New York anytime soon?
Well, I love New York. I'm a New Yorker at heart, but there's just like not much opportunity for someone with my kind of financial level. See, with
Hmm.
brand here in Tulum, I could open up 5, 6 businesses, but in New York, you could barely get a license with that. So
Yeah, it's a struggle.
I mean, it's like finding those places that you can add value to. And in New York right now, because things are shut down, because you need the cost of living so high and the cost of operating business is so high that I'm just not gonna thrive there right now. So I'm going back to New York maybe to visit my mom for Christmas,
Okay.
but I don't see myself living there, especially not
Now I feel that.
not anymore. I told myself last in summertime, no more winters in New York.
Mm. Bro, it's crazy over here right now.
Dude,
You
look where.
see, I got the hat on. I'm bundled up like
Yeah, dude. I having food, pina
you eating
colada.
swell, right?
I
Yeah,
got the
weather is
beach,
nice. Yes,
staying at the
sir.
loft in the beach, like
That's the
you know.
move, bro. That's the
Yeah.
vibe.
If you got a passport, bro, you should come check me, man.
Nah, yeah, I'm definitely. I was actually about to say that's what I was trying to see what the word was because we're planning on doing a Cali trip and Atlanta very soon. So I was just trying to see where you're gonna be at so we could definitely like link up for sure.
Yeah. Atlanta, I feel like is open way more than LA. And Atlanta is a great cultural hub. So if you go to like LA, I got the houses set up. I'm pretty much set over there.
Okay.
Um, but Atlanta, I do want to start moving around in. I've been to Buckhead before,
Right.
Crazy Girls, things like that. But
Classic.
it's been like 4 or 5 years since I touched down, and I've never really actually made impact there. And I know Euro goes, he does all the leather stuff with
Hmm.
shoes and stuff like that, and I know my boy Dang, who does like the soccer with the commercials and Nike. So I know a lot of creatives out there. Of course, I'm tuned in with the top dogs of Atlanta. Um, so it's about going there and positioning ourselves to add value to them so that it can reciprocate.
100%, bro. I love that. You already got the vision, man. You just gotta plan and execute what you're already doing. You're just gonna manifest it. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
I
exactly.
love it, bro, for real. So you said you will be in New York for Christmas.
I may I
You might
not
be. Okay.
depends how it goes here in Tulum.
Copy, copy. Well, I mean, if you do end up in the city, we definitely got a link while you're here for sure.
All right, yeah, we should do dinner
Yeah,
if
that'd be dope,
if
bro.
if things allow us. If not,
Yeah,
then
yeah, exactly.
chef and we'll do it up, take some photos, show the people we've come a long way, bro.
For real, bro. For real, man. And I just love like you really have like one of the biggest creators journeys I've ever done so far, you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen your growth, literally, you know what I mean?
Thank
So
you,
I
bro.
really it's much love and respect to you, bro, and nothing but blessings.
100%. Yo, I'm here, bro. Text me, call me, any advice, you feel me? Like I'm here, you know? Let's figure
Yes,
this out.
sir. Yes, sir, bro. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time because I know you eating swell, you know what I mean? But I definitely do appreciate the time you did give me. You feel me? We definitely gonna be in
100%.
tune. When you drop this music, I want to get on another interview. So we
A
gotta talk
hundred,
about your
a
music.
hundred, 100%, bro. A hundred
Yeah,
percent. I'm
let's
gonna
get
send
it,
you
bro.
some. I'm gonna send you a song.
Yes, yes.
All
Need
right,
that
bro.
exclusive.
All right, bro. Peace.
Appreciate you, bro. Stay up.
100. You too, bro.
Later.